Yeah, it's sort of something that they've sort of come to know and expect a little bit, which is unfortunate, but it means that you're not out of games early on. And that's an ace from Elizabeth McFarland. Point to the Lords, and we're tied up yet again.
McFarland showing up early in this qualifiers game.
A lot of fans in attendance here for this one from Durham. Conestoga hit outside, hit the antenna, point to the Lords. They're back in front. Typically, regular season, you're going to see a lot of substitutions for the Lords. They're going to go deep into their bench. But here today, expect a little bit less of that. Conestoga hit out of bounds. 4 straight for the Lords here.
Yeah, this is a great start for the Lords. I mean, you know, they went down 4-2, but you're getting 4 straight, and Elizabeth McFarland just keeps serving.
Good ace from McFarland yet again. She is on a big run. And number 4, Meadow Widman, is going to check in from Uxbridge, Ontario. Checking out is going to be Madison Forrest. McFarland service yet again. Buck going to tip that one down. Jessie Buck. She leads the league in hitting percentage. And there she is, putting that one down. 6 in a row for McFarland. We'll see what she can do here. And her service terror coming to an end with 6 points in a row there.
Might have been your fault there, too. Talking about hyping it up a little bit too much. Get the announcer's jinx.
Yeah, you know, I've come to learn that I'm a bit of a jinx. Oak, good dig. Young, excellent set. Chavochka gets it over. Kill for Veronica Chavochka. And it is 9-5 for the Lords early on.
And we talked about how Durham is a slow starter. This isn't a slow start. Right out of the gates, they have the intensity.
Yeah, it was like the first 6 points where they looked a little slow. Chavochka, good service. Good job for Conestoga. Back court volley there. Young, Buck. Point to the Lords. Jessie Buck. That's their go-to play. Buck with the little curl around Young and a spike cross court. Impossible for Bianca Marchetti to stop that one. Chavochka, excellent service. Ace to Veronica Chavochka. The Condors gonna call their first timeout of set number 1 here.
Wow, what a start for the Lords. You couldn't have asked for it to be any better than it is right now. They're up 11-5.
Yeah, and what do the Condors have to do here to get back into this one?
They haven't really made any mistakes. That's the problem. Durham's just beating them right now. So you got to just start to make some plays. And you got to match Durham and their intensity, because Durham is at 110% right now, and you got to get up to 120.
Yeah, I agree. Lords showed up today ready for this playoff matchup. So we'll see what the Condors can do to respond. It's going to be Veronica Chavochka to serve yet again. Tony Clark didn't look the happiest at the start of the game. I think he's definitely feeling a little bit better about what his team's been able to do.
Yeah.
Chavochka, excellent service. Good dig there, though, from the Condors. Good bump there from Doherty. Oak's going to have to bump this one over. They set it up. Good dig from Doherty yet again. Young. It's going to be Chavochka to put it over. Good job there from Marchetti. Set up. Block at the net. Dig from Young. The Doc. Backcourt spike, Chavochka. Point to the Lords, Veronica Chavochka.
This is a 10-1 run for the Lords. We know volleyball, it can get streaky, but this is a huge one. You just don't know if Conestoga is going to recover in this set.
Yeah, it's tough to go down 7 points in a set. And Chavochka, she's going to put that one into the net. Unlucky there.
Yeah, helping them out a little bit.
Yeah, that's the best way. I think that's the best chance the Condors are going to have. They're going to need to hope that the Lords get off their game a little bit as McKenna Main comes for the service. Wong, ace for McKenna Main. Trying to get the team back into it a little.
Wong just couldn't handle it.
Yeah, I think she might have thought that Oak was going for it, but it's just got to be communication's just got to be better there a little bit. Main again. Wong, no problem with that one. Young, Buck, blocked at the net. You don't see that often. Brooke Young keeps it alive. Oak volleys into the backcourt. Marchetti up. Blocked at the net. It was Weidman blocked. Marchetti, good job from Wong keeping that alive. Chavoychka, Oak just gets it over. Good dig there. They cannot recover though, the Condors. Point to the Lords, 13-7. Jesse Buck, one of the better servers in the second half of the season for the Lords. And that's an excellent service right there. Set up by Lago. Main, good spike. Net touch there, I believe it was from Tia Chang, unlucky. Point to the Condors. Good job there from Weidman. Young, Oak just tips it over. Weidman keeps it alive. Bump there from Welmers. Young up to Oak, cross court. Point to Chelsea Oak and the Lords.
Important to get back on track. You had a net touch. You had a couple of missed plays. Get back on track, make things happen.
Brooke Young service. Good bump there from Lago, and it goes into the net. Point to the Lords, and they are up 7 yet again. And an ace from Brooke Young. Timeout to the Condors yet again.
Just got to keep yourself in this one. And down 8, this set is slipping away. So the 2 athletes of the week from the curling team who delivered. Bringing them to the Final 4, both at the same time. We got the, speaking about curling, we got the Olympics going on. Men's curling team doing pretty good right now.
Yeah. They beat Sweden yesterday to improve to 3-0.
Yeah, lost this morning, 3-1, 3-1 now, but still solid. Canada still looking for their first gold medal. Durham Lords looking for gold at the OCAA championships.
Yeah, we're gonna see if the Lords can go on a little bit of a run here. Don't fully know who will be hosting, but we will obviously figure that out later on down the stretch. Good service there from Brooke Young. Good dig, though. Point to the Condors. That was number 7, Madison Welmers, who put that one down. Welmers, after the kill, she's going to serve as well. Welmers, good serve. Sorry, I jinxed it. Went a little bit long there from Welmers. Condors, no timeouts left in this set, so they got to just try to figure it out. Lords are serving. Good spike there, backcourt find.
And it just gets in, too.
Yeah. It was almost a little shocking from Chelsea Oak. She had a little bit of a shocked expression.
Yeah.
Hannah Cowie, though, puts that one down. And we got Amanda Lago. Good serve there from Lago. Oak, no problem, though. Young, McFarland. Good dig. They keep it alive, the Condors. Lords almost started celebrating. Young, McFarland. She's going to make no mistake.
There you go. Now you're celebrating.
Yeah, if you're Tony Clark, maybe you remind your girls, don't celebrate too early, but they still get the point nonetheless. Thank you. Thanks to Elizabeth McFarland. Maxine Felsborg, one of the best aces per set ratio on the Lords. And there, you don't love to see that from Felsborg. Just a little bit unlucky. And Tia Chang's going to come in for Felsborg. It can be a little heartbreaking when you get put in for a serve and then you have a service fault, you know?
Yeah, it's tough. It's your job, and you know you should deliver, especially in the playoffs. You want to deliver for your squad, but unable to on that occasion, as that's another one that's out of bounds. Bianca Marchetti puts it out of bounds.
Yeah, it's not something you should hang your head on, though, if you're Felsborg. Out of bounds, point to the Lords, and they're 5 points away from winning set number 1. The Condors need to figure this out right away. McFarland, she went on a bit of a tear earlier. Good bump there from the Condors. Good tip there from the Lords. Chavoychka out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Unlucky there from Veronica Chavoychka. It's going to be Hannah Cowie to serve for the Condors here. Good job from Wong to deal with that. Chavoychka took a deflection. Good dig there from Marchetti. Blocked at the net by Young and Buck. Young, backcourt spike from McFarland. What a kill! Elizabeth McFarland's on fire in set number 1.
Just nothing the Condors can do to stop that.
McFarland has done everything. Her services have been excellent. Her kills have been excellent. McFarland looking like the star player the Lords needed. Marchetti, good bump there. Good job there out wide, number 14. It was Forrest on that hit. Oak keeps it alive. Excellent maneuver there. Lago up, Marchetti, backcourt spike. Good dig there from the dock. Young tip. Point to the Lords. Wow, Brooke Young.
It doesn't get better than that from a setter. Just dumping it.
Yeah, Brooke Young, she is elite at that. Chavoychka yet again to serve. 3 points away. I think Chavoychka could stay here the entire time. She had a great run last time out. As I say that, point to the Condors. Great play there. It was number 7, Madison Welmers. McKenna Main serving yet again for the Condors. Would love for her to rattle off a couple of points. And she is going to hit that a little bit too hard and long.
Yep, and you wanted her to rattle off a couple points. How about 0?
Yeah, unlucky there from McKenna Main. And we got Jessie Buck. One of the best players in the OCAA, in my opinion. Buck, ace from Jessie Buck, proving why she is an elite server now. And the Lords are 1 point away from winning set number 1.
It's just constantly getting aces for this Lords team, and that really boosts the team morale when you get an ace. Helps out more than just a regular point.
Good setup, good kill there, number 7, Madison Welmers. And the Condors have number 14, I believe, Madison Forrest stepping up. They need Forrest to rattle off 10 points to force a win by 2 scenario. Forrest, you just got to give yourself a chance here for the Condors. Oak. Gonna say out of bounds, point to the Condors.
Tony Clark saying, finish this set. Get us into set number 2 with a 1-0 lead. Right here, right on this play. Don't let it linger any longer.
And they're going to get it. Forrest, a little bit of a service error there. And that's the Lords winning set number 1. You see Chavoychka's family in attendance. And what you'll see a lot is Veronica Chavoychka's family sliding over to the side that she is playing on every set, which you see happening right now. Lords, set number 1 win. We will be back in a minute for set number 2.
Attention fans, we're giving you the chance to win a Poulet Rouge gift card today. DM the Durham Lords Instagram account with your best pickup line. Our favorite entries will win, so get creative. Check out at Durham Lords on Instagram and send us your best pickup line for your chance to eat well on us. Gift cards are valid at the Poulet Rouge Oshawa Center location.
Back for set number 2. Condors going to serve first here. It's McKenna Main. Good floater. Good bump from Chavoychka. Oak. Good job from the Condors. Main. Backcourt bump from Marchetti. Young. Oak. Kill for the Lords. They look amazing out there today.
Impressive from the Lords again. And if they can get off to another hot start in this second set, that would really just separate them from the Condors. Well, that's into the net by Brooke Young. Tough.
Yeah, typically Brooke Young's one of your better servers. So for her to put that in the net, a little bit unlucky there from the Lords. Forrest. Oak just tips it over. Unlucky. Can't put that one over the net. Chelsea Oak. Unlike her to put that one into the net there.
Yep. Update in the OCAA. Seneca's beating Mohawk 1-0 on sets right now. Second set just beginning as well. And then for Humber, Humber leads 1-0 on sets. Second set just started as well with George Brown up by 1 in that.
Oak, thank you for those updates, sir. Point to the Condors, and they are up 3-2 to open up set number 2. Oak, what I love about her services, she loves putting like a little floater in there. And, you know, it could be a little confusing sometimes. You expect power. You see second mascot Mikey out there with a sign asking for some noise. And you see Welmers, good service there. Wong, Young, Chang tips it over with her offhand. They set it up. Good point for the Condors. And that's Hannah Cowie letting everyone hear about it.
Really needed that. Gotta start off well. They were up 4-2 against the Lords last set. Ended up being 12-5 after the next 11 points. See if that can change at all.
And the Lords went to McFarland last time. They go to her again. As you see, it's going to be Tia Chang serving this time.
Just doesn't feel like the Condors can handle McFarland at all.
Now McFarland bringing a lot of heat today. They're going to have to game plan around that. Chang, good service this time. And they're going to call
double touch, yeah.
Unlucky.
On Cowie.
Yeah, unlucky from Cowie. And that's just the ups and downs of the sport. You go from absolutely just, you know, feeling a lot of raw, good emotion to just a little bit of a mistake there. But it's happening. It's volleyball. There's a lot of points per game. Marchetti, point to the Condors, took a deflection, and I think still landed in.
Yeah, just over the hands of the outreaching Tia Chang. Couldn't grab it and keep it in play.
Robino leads. She's top 5, my apologies, in the OCAA in assists per set. McFarland, point to the Lords. Elizabeth McFarland on fire. Yeah, Rabono 4th in the OCAA in assists per set. Bowie puts that one, Cowie, my apologies, puts that one right into the net. And McFarland back to serve yet again. Excellent service. Ace from Elizabeth McFarland.
Yep. No chance for Rabona to keep it alive. That gets right off the antenna.
Yeah, McFarland rang off 6 straight points last set. See what you can do here. Marchetti blocked the net out of bounds, though. Point to the Condors, and we have a 7-6 game here for the Lords. Good service there from Marchetti. Buck calls for it. Marchetti has to deal with it. Rabano to Maine. Good dig there from Wong. Young, Chavoychka took a deflection. Good dig there from the Condors. Blocked at the net. Keep it alive, though. Marchetti up to Maine. Just going to have to bump this one over. Oak. Young tips it over. Good job from Young. Good awareness there. Maine again. Right into the net.
That's unlucky. A good rally between these two, but just putting it into the net, ending it.
Yeah, those can be set heartbreakers, but unlucky there from McKenna Maine as the Lords have a 2-point lead here early on. Chavoychka, good service there. Rabano to Maine. Bad service there from bad setting, my apologies, from Rabano, who it's atypical for her to make that mistake. As like I stated before, 4th in the OCAA in assists per set. Gonna want one of your star players to tighten it up a little. Chavoychka, good service. Marchetti, what a kill there. Chelsea Oak. Unlucky, just couldn't get it to Rabano. And the Condors are going to have to think about a timeout soon. This looks like it may get out of hand. And it's come at the same expense. It's been Chavoychka, right as I say that, Chavoychka, service error. But it's come at Chavoychka and McFarland's hands all day long.
Yeah, and I think it's going to continue too, because they're just dominating. And I know it's only 10-7, but you crushed them in that first set.
Yeah, the first set was a little bit ugly from the Condors as Callie puts that one right into the net. And Callie's going to come out right away.
Now serving number 21, Jessie Buck.
Jessie Buck had a beautiful service ace near the end of the last set. We'll see what Jessie Buck can do here. Jessie Buck, excellent service, and that's an ace for Jessie Buck. Condors almost kept that alive, but thanks to Jessie Buck.
Top of the line, number 21, Jessie Buck.
Buck again.
Always good for an ace.
Jaworska, Young, Oak, out of bounds, unlucky from Chelsea Oak.
And honestly, even when Jessie Buck doesn't get an ace, most of those serves make it extremely difficult to deal with.
McFarland, good kill there, Elizabeth McFarland. She can do it in the front court and she can do it in the back court as well. Nice kill from the back court this time. Brooke Young, service error earlier on here, but no service error there. Young, Oak, good tip over there, good dig though. Rubano, good assist to Maine, just tips it over. McFarland, Young, McFarland just pushes it through.
I just don't know how that gets through. That's impressive.
Yeah, McFarland had to do a little swim move to get there and tip it over.
Brooke Young on the serve, sending it up.
Marchetti, backcourt hit. Good job from the dock. Chang goes up for a block. Young, Oak, blocked by Rubano a little. Rubano up. Good hit there. Kill from number 7, Madison Welmers. We've heard her name quite a bit. See Madison Forrest coming. My apologies, Madison Forrest going to be coming out. It's going to be Meadow Weidman.
Got to keep this close. If you lose this point, got to think about calling a timeout.
Yeah, Meadow Weidman, a good server there, as you see. Rubano, Marchetti, good hit. Wong deals with it. Young, Chang, good set there from Young. I love that. Young up to Oak. What a dig there. Marchetti just going to bump it over. The dig was from Babek. Oak, what a tip over. Point to the Lords yet again.
Just truly impressive from Oak. And a timeout being called.
Yeah, Oak having a great set. We didn't see her much in the first set. We didn't really say her name much. But here in the second set, getting a lot of action and playing well.
Indeed, indeed. I think most of these Lords will be happy with how they're playing. You haven't really seen any silly mistakes, which is costing them points and momentum. Of course, in a game where there's like 130 points, you're obviously going to have a mistake here or there, but none in pivotal moments to allow Conestoga into the game.
Yeah, Lords, like you said, they haven't really allowed Conestoga to get comfortable in this. So, Lords hoping to just continue that same path. And we may be looking at a 3-0 sweep today if the Lords can continue playing like this. We have a lot of great games in the OCAA going on today. I know that Centennial headed to St. Clair, 2 o'clock. We know Seneca going up against, I believe it's George Brown right now. Yes, it is. We got SLC going up against Cambrian. Niagara Algonquin tomorrow. And just a lot of great games going on today. Oak floater, like we talked about. She loves that little floater. Marchetti, what a kill
wow. That's how you grab a bit of momentum back.
there. Yeah, that one must have just grazed the line there because that was an excellent kill from Marchetti. Madison Welmers. Oak, good job. Young, Chavochka. Can they keep it alive? They cannot. McKenna Main tried her best. Point to the Lords, though, nonetheless.
And here's a little chance at redemption here.
Yeah, Felsberg, service ace last set, my apologies. And there, makes no mistake. Good dig there from Young. Always seems like she's in the right position. Chavochka just got chipped there. Rabano, Marchetti. Good dig there from Chavochka. Buck just going to volley that to the backcourt. Net touch from Conestoga. Points to the Lords.
There you go. If you're the Lords, you'll take the points any way possible. And it keeps Maxime Felsberg at the line.
Yeah, Felsberg, we know she's an excellent server. See what she can do here. She can continue her reign.
That's amazing.
Yep, that's what you want. Only 2 hits there needed, and Chavochka's going to get a kill. Lords up 8.
And not every serve is going to be a service ace, but when you can make them hit it back over and it's a free ball, you'll take that every time.
Yeah, no, 100%. You need that if you're the Lords. You're giving yourself a better chance to get set up. Good service there from Felsberg. Rabano, Cowie, inbounds.
That's in. Wow, good hit.
Not much you could have asked for Maxine Felsberg to do there.
Oh, I'm checking back out for Tia Chang.
And Wong's going to come in.
As the libero. Rabano on the serve.
Buck. Rabano up to Marchetti. What a point. Marchetti's had a couple of excellent kills.
Just trying to keep themselves in this one. You stay within 5. Maybe you could go on a run, maybe with Rabano at the line.
Tony Clark doesn't look too worried. He's been sitting down in a calm position for a long time. Back-to-back points. Doesn't worry him out too much.
Yeah, as much as I said, maybe you can go on a run, I don't think Tony Clark foresees a run in the future. He's really confident in what these ladies are doing right now.
Yeah, Chavochka, what a kill. Thought they saved that, but I guess it took a deflection. I guess it bounced off the ground, and then it came up. I don't know. Can't really see that from here, as McFarland commits a service error.
And then there was no protest from the Condors, so you would assume it was a perfect call.
Buck. Good dig there from Marchetti. Point to the Condors. Thought there might have been an antenna touch, but I think I might just be seeing things.
Yep, that's always a possibility.
That's my apologies, folks. Marchetti serving now yet again. Lords only 5-point lead here. Marchetti, good service. Wong, Young, Buck. Blocked at the net. They've done a good job. Buck with a little bit of an interesting play there. Main kill there from McKenna Main. Tony Clark just asking for a little bit more from his team.
Yeah, I was a little confused with what Buck was doing there, but, you know, we'll move on. It didn't cost her team at that point anything.
Yeah, Buck apologized to Chavochka there and said, sorry, I don't really know what I was thinking. We can only assume that's what she said. Wong unlucky, and the Lords, it's a 3-point game. Are we going to see a timeout here from Tony Clark?
No, and I think it's just a conversation with his team, getting them into position, getting them ready to go.
Marchetti up again, causing a lot of pain to the Lords, going on a little bit of a run. Marchetti thought that might have been going out of bounds. Oak dealt with it out of instinct. Good job from Cowie, keeping it alive. Maine, excellent hit. Young, Buck, just tips it over, and there you go, Jesse Buck. When things are looking a little down, you just put it up there for Jesse Buck, the person who leads the OCAA in hitting percentage, and she's gonna put it right down.
Yep, every single time, basically.
You can't really go wrong who you give it to, though, if you're Brooke Young. You got plenty of great hitters. Good dig there from the dock. Just couldn't handle the heat. And it's 2017. One of the best years, in my opinion. And we're going to see Lila Elliott out of Waterloo, Ontario, come up here. A substitute for Cowie. So we're going to see how Elliott does. Only down 3 points. Elliott, excellent service. Oak up to Young. Buck. Good bump there from Marchetti. Good job from McFarland keeping it alive. Chavoychka keeps it alive as well. Nobody dealt with it. Thought we might have seen a 4-touch there. Young deals with it. Wong up. McFarland going to backcourt spike. And unlucky there from Elizabeth McFarland. Tony Clark, he loves the aura farm on these timeouts. Are we going to see one right there? We are not.
And he's just telling him, talk, talk, talk. You got to talk. And this one is slipping away. I think if the Condors get another point, we'll see that Tony Clark timeout.
Yeah, he's got 2. You might as well use it. Elliott, good service. Good job from Chavoychka. Young, Oak, good tip over. Good dig there from Urbano. Point to the Lords, though, nonetheless. The Condors, they keep just creeping and creeping.
Yeah.
The Lords doing a good job keeping a little bit of distance. 3 points is good. It's a good distance to be away from them, huh?
Yeah, you want to keep it at 3, 4. You don't want it within 2, or a mistake can really cost you.
Urbano up to Marchetti. Good job from McFarland. Young, Oak at the net. Good job from Cheng, keeping it alive. Oak again, just tips it over. Urbano, backcourt spike from Marchetti. Good job from Buck, but Marchetti with the kill. Wow, this one is very tight.
Yeah, couldn't find the soft hands from Jesse Buck. So it leads to a point, a kill.
Kenna Main coming in, going to try to do some damage here. Young, Oak just tips it over. Flew out of bounds. And this is a 1-point game. Condors showing why they are in the OCAA playoffs. Main again. Good job from Chavoychka. Young, Oak. Took a block there. Young, McFarland. What a kill, Elizabeth McFarland.
And then that's McFarland showing you why they are the 2 seed in the East. That is a wild kill.
Brooke Young, she's a reliable server, my apologies. Urbano, Marchetti just went into the net. Point to the Lords.
And they needed both of those. Now you have a little separation again. Just got to get 2 before they get 4.
Young, good service, Urbano. What a kill there. That is Madison Welmers.
That is just monstrous.
Chavoychka up to Young. McFarland, a little bit of awkward angle. She figured it out, though. Out of bounds, point to the Lords. Unlucky there from Marchetti. And the Lords in a little bit of a scary set here where they looked like they were going to walk away with it. Have a chance to win it after the Condors came within 1 point. Oak. Floater just out of bounds. Unlucky there from Chelsea Oak. Chelsea Oak, her father in attendance. He's always in attendance wearing his beautiful Hawaiian shirt. Just cheering her on Father of the Year candidate, in my opinion.
This is set point.
Madison Welmers, see what she can get done. Good job from Wong. Young, McFarland. Not a bad idea to go to her. Marchetti just tips it over. Good job from Chavoyska. Young, McFarland again. Good dig from Maine. Can they get it over? Marchetti does. Wong, Young. Chang just tips it over. Point to the Lords, and that's set number 2. A little miscommunication from the Condors, and the Lords are gonna go up 2-0 against the Condors in the round of 16. We will be right back, folks.
Fans will each have a pizza box balancing in one hand while using their other hand to knock off enemies' boxes. The last one standing with their pizza box will win a Domino's gift card and a DC swag bag. Let's get it started.
I won the pickup lines. They were asking for pickup lines, so I said 4, and I won. It's so fair.
Okay, and we are back for this third set between the Lords and the Condors.
It's been a good game for the Lords, not so much for the Condors, but they showed a little bit of momentum, a little bit of hope, but maybe snuffed out by a crazy McFarland kill to start this third set. Brooke Young will serve for the Lords.
Let's see. Good job there. Good dig, though, from Maine, keeping it alive. Marchetti. Excellent job from the dock. Young, Oak. Took a deflection. Maine keeps it alive. Urbano. Good job from the backcourt. That was forced, I believe. Oak took a deflection.
There you go. For Oak. Big kill. Great start.
Yeah, Babick and Forrest just couldn't combine to keep that one alive. And you're going to see Brooke Young still at the service line here. Brooke Young was honored the other week on Seniors Day. So Lords are going to miss her veteran presence next season. Young, Oak, good touch from Oak.
Wow.
3-0, and the Lords are looking to win this set 3-0 as well.
Yeah, that is, well,
that's the goal.
That's
obviously.
the goal. And they're looking poised to do it right now. They haven't dropped a set since the game against Seneca.
Good kill there, though. That is Welmers.
Beaten St. Louis, Loyalist, and Fleming. It's not the most stacked lineup of teams, but St. Lawrence is pretty strong at 8-8, and then Loyalist and Fleming 4-12 and 3-13. So, but you're just happy to pick up those 3-0 victories.
Yeah. If you look, the Lords won a lot more sets than they lost this year. That's for sure.
They went 14-2. I'd hope so.
And that's a point for Cowie. Cowie, one thing I love about her is the raw emotion. She loves celebrating with the girls, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and when the Lords are going, we're talking about these 3-0 sets. 10 out of their 14 wins are 3-0s.
Yeah.
Only Georgian twice, Canador, and it actually might be, it's 11, I believe. Georgian twice and then Canador once. And Algonquin, excuse me. So, yeah, 10.
Yeah, one thing the Lords are going to have to do, though, they're going to have to figure out Seneca. They got 3-0 twice right on. Marchetti with a little bit of a mistake there. It's 5-2 early on for the Lords.
Yeah, the struggle with that is everyone gets 3-0'd by Seneca. So you're hoping that you can find a crack in their armor when you go play them, if you go play them, and beat them in the first set. That would be huge.
Yeah, one person to look out for in Seneca, Michaela Prattis. She was an absolute beast. Leads the league in kills. McFarland, good job. The Doc, gonna put it up for McFarland. Good job from, I believe that was Maine. Marchetti with a kill. This one is a little closer than you'd think. 5-3 here early on. You know, I've never really understood why volleyball's not in the Winter Olympics. It's an indoor sport, you know?
Well, you know.
'Cause that's an ace from Rabineau.
Why is basketball not in the Winter Olympics?
You know what? You bring a fair point. I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give that to you, sir.
Yeah.
Rabineau. Good serve there. Young. Up to Chavoyska. Excellent kill. Rabineau couldn't deal with it.
I think the sentiment is that if you were to play volleyball, you would probably play it in the summer outdoors. Where if you play basketball, it's probably in the summer. Where if you played hockey, you'd probably play it during the winter outdoors.
I'm hearing what you're saying. All right, Rabineau, good service or setup there. Marchetti with the kill.
Wow.
Buck was a little shocked how that one squeezed through. Buck not known for letting those squeak through, but every once in a while something's gonna go wrong, you know?
Yep.
Marchetti here on the service. thunderous service. But Buck, good spike there. Rabineau deals with it though. Main, good bump. McFarland, Young. McFarland took a deflection. Rabineau and Marchetti cannot deal with it. Point to the Lords yet again. And Alicia Lush, I don't know if you could see the bench for the Lords here, does a little dance after that point. Haven't seen Lush, haven't seen Boone, haven't seen Black, haven't seen Jones today. Young, Chavoychka, point to the Lords.
Yeah, not going very deep into the bench. Want to get this done. Don't want to give Conestoga any hope. Keeping your best out, and your best right now is McFarland Oak, Young, and Chavoychka.
Good volley there from Marchetti. McFarland up to Chavoychka, blocked to the net. Good job from the Doc. McFarland unlucky. She had one of those in the last set as well. Just a little bit unlucky there from Elizabeth McFarland. Wong also honored on seniors night. Young up to McFarland. A little bit long there from one of the Adidas Cup All-Stars, Elizabeth McFarland. You hear Tony Clark saying, do not get complacent. That's when mistakes happen.
Yep. Was that Tony Clark?
Buck with a kill there. Point to the Lords, 9-7. Yeah, Clark was just reiterating, do not get complacent. But I know an absolute legend, and a quote that he once rang off was, when you get complacent, that's when mistakes happen. That's my favorite saying.
Yep.
Chavoychka, excellent service there. Good job from Doherty. Young, Oak. Good job getting it over. Rabano.
Wow. Kept it alive.
Chavoychka out of bounds. Unlucky there from Veronica Chavoychka.
Yeah, I thought it may have touched the line, but line judge was pretty certain that that was out of bounds.
Madison Forrest has had an excellent game here today for the Condors. And we see McKenna Main on the service. Young up to McFarland. Took a deflection. A little bit of a knuckleball there. Main just apologizing, but she couldn't deal with that. Cannot blame McKenna Main there. Jessie Buck, one of the best servers. You will hear me preaching about Jessie Buck all day long. See what she can do here. Excellent serve. Good job there from Forrest. Main just tips it over. Chang. What a dump there from Young. Forrest. Chavoychka, good volley. Another dump from Young. Getting a little cheeky here in set 3. Blocked by Chang.
Wow.
What a block. Tia Chang.
There you
Excellent.
go. And the crowd loved that from Tia Chang. And we're going to have a timeout. Just pause the momentum. Come cut now, Joe. Good song, eh? What do you think?
It's a classic. Wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but it's definitely a song.
That's definitely a song.
And you see some of the athletic trainers getting a little jiggy over on the Durham Lords bench.
Do they call that the two-step?
I don't know. You'd have to ask a fellow countryman.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest country fan. I'll tell you that. But what I do love is I love Durham Lords volleyball.
Do you?
Yeah. And these Durham Lords are looking poised for a national championship. I don't know about you, but I think they could do it. Talk to me.
I mean, when you're 14-2, you can never be out of it. You lost 3 out of twice to Seneca, but you're so good that on any given day, you could beat any team in the OCAA and in the CCAA.
I 1,000% agree. As Jessie Buck, a little service error there, atypical of her. And that one's out of bounds. The Lords and Condors are just trading.
But before you even think about that, you got to beat these Condors.
Yep.
Well, you're only up 3 on in this third set.
Yeah, and they put up a fight in that second one. So we'll see. Brooke Young. Good service. Maine had a little bit of a tough time dealing with it. Forrest up to Maine. Maine's going to bump it over from the backcourt. Young. Oak. What a kill. Chelsea Oak.
And there you go. That's a momentum grabber.
Brooke Young on the service. She's an excellent server. Brooke Young, good serve. Good job from Forrest. Chang. Rabano dealt with it. Lords are going to get the point, though. 14-9. Condors have already taken one of their 2 timeouts. Proud sister, Jay Buck, actually a photographer here.
Let's take some photos of Jessie Buck.
Yep, and we see Gemma Pereno checking in here for the Condors. McKenna Main going to go to the bench. Brooke Young, good service there. Good hit there. That was Welmers. Young, Oak, blocked at the net by Welmers. Young, Oak, just tips it over. See Pereno in. Welmers, good kill there. Wow. Madison Welmers, what a play. What are your predictions for the rest of this set, Damon Huser?
I just have to take the Lords. They've been too good for me to be able to think anything differently.
What do you think close-wise? You think this will be a good ending here?
Yeah, the Condors are not going away, and they want to fight till the end, even if they do fall.
Out of bounds, and you're right. Condors sticking around. It's only 3. Good service there from Welmers. Yeah, interference. Points to the Condors. I think it was interference the other way. Tony Clark, a little bit of sarcasm there. I agree with Tony Clark, though. I'm going to be honest. I don't know how that was encroachment from the Lords when it was their second ball. Obviously, second ball could go over, but thought they were making a play on that. Tia Chang's going to put that one into the net. 14-13. And that's a big swing there, eh? 1 point swing. And you're going to see Welmers coming up and serving again. It was 14-9. We have a 14-13 game now. Welmers, excellent service. Wong, not the best bump there. McFarland, good job. And unlucky. Pereno touched that, and it was just unlucky from Pereno because I believe Forrest was ready for it right after. Good job there from Forrest.
Wow,
out of bounds.
Yeah.
Lord's getting a little lucky fortune there. Obviously, Marchetti, she's elite and has a lot of power. So you love to see that one go out if you're the Lords. Good floater there from Oak. We talked about how she loves floating it. Marchetti, good hit there, but Oak deals with it. McFarland, Rabano couldn't deal with it, and the Lords 8 points away. Timeout from the Condors here. Taking a little bit of an earlier timeout. Typically you see around the 20-point mark.
Yeah, but they don't want this one slipping away. Durham gets 3 points to get to that 20-point mark. You're down 7. You're in big trouble.
Gift cards are only valid at the Poulet Rouge Oshawa Center location.
Abby Ansell, our in-arena announcer, talking about how we give out Poulet Rouge gift cards here. Conestoga brought this one within 1. It's now 4. Talk to me.
Yeah, no. It's going to be tough. They did that a couple times in set number 2 where they got it to within 1 or 2 or 3, and then Durham went on a couple of point run, made it 6 or 7, and then you're in big trouble again. And right now they're in big trouble of dropping this one 3-0.
Yeah, I agree. You got to be careful here if you're the Lords, though. The Condors could always sneak back in. The lovely Chelsea Oak coming up to serve. Watch for her floater. Good floater there. Urbano up to Cowie. Blocked by Chavoyska. They keep it alive. I don't know how they did that. That's not the first time they've done it today. McFarland still going to get the point. It's the same result as earlier. Lords trying to get an early celebration going. But they still get the point nonetheless.
Yeah, and that's what happened last time too. So you haven't got bid on it yet, but got to be careful.
Urbano, Cowie. Oak just couldn't get to it. Unlucky there from Chelsea Oak. 4-point game, 18-14.
No big celebration for Cowie. So you know it's business right now. Got to get back into this one.
Rabino on the service here, and Maine's coming in for Pereno. Pereno had a little good shift. I liked it. And Rabino right into the net. Lords 6 points away from moving on to the Elite 8.
Very disappointing for Rabino. Would have loved to do better than that, and Felsberg is in. Trying to close this one out for the Lords.
Felsberg, we've seen her in every set so far. This third set, no different. Felsberg, excellent service. Attacking Marchetti. Maine hits the ref. The ref has, they've gifted Condor, they gifted Condor 1 point. Don't really see why you'd want to hit your friend.
Yeah.
But unlucky there for Maine. And we hope the ref is okay. Felsberg, excellent service. That's an ace from Maxine Felsberg. Wow. That's why you sub in Felsberg.
Yeah. And made a mistake. Get the service error in set number 1. Makes up for it here in set number 3.
Yeah, Weidman coming in here for Forrest. 4 points to go. Felsberg, let's see what she can do here. Excellent service. That's what you want. You get the ball back. Young. Chavoyska just tips it over. Good block at the net by Marchetti. Young, McFarland, what a set. Good bump there from Felsberg. Rabino, Cowie. Oak deals with it. Young up to Chavoyska. Kills from Veronica Chavoyska. Wow. That's one of the best rallies we've seen today. And the Lords are 3 points away from winning the game.
Yeah, and it just feels like every time there's a big rally, the Lords are the one that come away with it.
Boom!
Oh,
from
wow.
Jesse Buck. This arena exploded. And you got to give an assist there to Felsberg. Excellent service, gets set up, and Buck just puts it down. What a kill from Jesse Buck. Felsberg, let's see if she can continue it. She can. What a service. They got to get it over. Cowie going to manage to. McFarland, Buck. Cowie, good block at the net. Young, Chavoyska. Good dig there. Rabino, they got to get it over. That was Weidman. Out of bounds. Lords are 1 point away from moving on to the second round. Felsberg has been here since it was 1914. It's now 24-14. We'll see what she can do here. Excellent service. Good dig, though, from the Condors. Marchetti. Good dig there from Felsberg. Cowie Was that Cowie or was it Maine?
I think that was Maine.
Can't tell which one it was. We were blocked off. It was either Cowie or Maine. Gets the point and keeps the Condors alive. Lords are going to have to hold off on their round of 16 celebration. Bianca Marchetti coming up out of Richmond Hill.
Trying to save it for the Stogies.
Somebody called out. That was definitely still in. McFarland blocked at the net by Cowie. Young, Buck, and the Lords are moving on to the round of 8. Wow, Jessie Buck, a lot of power, and she showed out here to close out set number 3.
What a win for the Lords. We don't know who they will face next, but it was a great win, and you couldn't have asked any more from the players on the court, especially Elizabeth McFarland, who had an amazing game.
And we're getting word the Lords will be going up against a great school in Cambrian in round number 2.
They beat St. Lawrence today, just earlier, so that'll be an interesting one, and we'll be back for that one.
Yep, next week, I believe. Thank you for coming out to the CRWC and checking out our stream. It was the Lords beating the Condors 3-0. Thank you. Have a great day.